luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
For Valerie, with a bit of space to line one up and score an absolute cracker. Southampton are digging in the relegation scrap and have.
Hey guys, it's me, Rooster Waddle, here for episode number 10 of the Uprising career mode here on FIFA 19 with Southampton. As you can see, today is going to be the last episode of Season 1, a great season for us as we've successfully managed to secure a mid-table spot with Southampton. Critical spot, crucial spot that we need to use to progress forward in the next season. As you can see, the first game in this episode will be against West Ham United in the Olympic Stadium. So both of us, West Ham and Southampton, sitting in a position where we are currently, I think, around about mid-table. So it's a critical game, or to potentially propel us into that top 10. We're currently sitting 10th, so this is a crucial game to propel us into the top 10. So, as you can see, West Ham's lineup there: Lucas Fabianski, Young, Diop, Balbuena, Chilwell. Kramer in midfield, the former World Cup winner Noble, Wilshere, Yarmolenko, Felipe Anderson, Arnautovic up there in the attack. For us, the same lineup as we've had all season long, with Eric Garcia still being there and Matt Target as well as Bornau, with Redmond, Kearney on the wings, and Prowse and Adams through the middle. We're about to kick off our first game of 2 in this episode, as it is the last game of the last episode of the season. We have 2 games remaining, and you're going to see the season finale squad report and the new season plus the transfers. We get a chance 35 minutes in actually, and it's a goal from Che Adams. A great goal from him 35 minutes in to slot that into the top corner as he gets his 17th goal of the season. A great goal from him, Che Adams. Look at that, rocketing it with his left. He can do it with his left, he can do it with his right, into the top corner. West Ham looks shite. That is a joke. Please don't slate me in the comments if anyone watches it. By the way, we're on 21 subscribers, so guys, I want to thank you guys so much for subbing to me, and I hope I want to increase that in the future, and hope to release you guys a lot better content in the future. I couldn't speak there, my English sucked there, but regardless of that, West Ham United scored. 1-1 is the scoreline now, a couple minutes just after kickoff. Our defense was shocking. We couldn't clear the ball, and Jack Wilshere, the former West Ham man, scores. 64 minutes in, West Ham had a chance to potentially score, and they go through on goal. They have a chance here with Snodgrass, but it was deflected at the end by Angus Gunn, so it was enough to keep us in this game. 67 minutes, and we had a chance ourselves. Billy Cook, the substitute, coming on. The legend, the young legend, gets a pass into Redmond, takes a strike away, but it's just a save, a fantastic save by Fabianski. 93 minutes in, the ball's whipped in. We can't do enough with it, and that will be that. So the final whistle in our first of 2 games in this episode is going to end with a scoreline of 1-1 in this game. A fantastic goal with Che Adams, but then the party was sort of ruined by West Ham's Jack Wilshere as the game ended 1-1 in the Olympic Stadium there. Then the second game of the episode is against Huddersfield Town, and is about to start. As you can see, I'm changing the lineups here for the game against Huddersfield Town, as it's the last game of the season, and I want to give some players probably some opportunities, as for example Billy Cook is going to start this game, and I'm pretty sure that's the only viable change that I make in this game, because Huddersfield Town have been confirmed their relegation. So this game really doesn't mean anything, as we did draw that last game. We would need a monumentous draw from Man United and Leicester City, as you're about to see the table, if we want to finish in 9th, as we have 50 points, and we have to let both of them lose in order to finish 9th. So we have to hope that can happen in this game, but at the same time, still running with Billy Cook, because I want to give him an opportunity. He took his opportunities well in the season, so I want to reward him that with starting in the lineup today next to Bornau. So a changed back four in that sense, but regardless of that, we still have the same team. Huddersfield Town line up as so: Lussell in goal, Congolo, Luperto, I think it was, Lovre, Dergonai, and Kunku and Mo. It's interesting they managed to get Christopher Nkunku from PSG, as we're about to kick off our second and final game of the episode before the season finale. And you're also going to see in this episode, I was about to say, the transfers of the next season and what we've gone on to before the first game of the season. You can see 7 minutes in, we had a chance. Højbjerg finds a space, but Lussell, the Danish, denies the Danish midfielder there from scoring. As 22 minutes in, we had another chance. Che Adams finds it through all the way into Redmond. Nathan Redmond with a chance, parried away. Tom Kearney should have probably scored in that empty net, but no one's going to blame him because the ball was a bit difficult to take down and aim on target. But regardless of that, we have a chance. 42 minutes in, the ball falls to Højbjerg. Højbjerg with another shot and forces another save from the Dane. So Dane v Dane here in this game. Wikanture in the 52nd minute with Huddersfield Town's one of their first chances of the game. Finds it back to, I think it was Pritchard. No, Royer. And Royer, against the run of play, gives Huddersfield Town the lead. And as it currently stands, we're not going to finish ninth. Target, though, 55 minutes in, finds Che Adams, who does brilliantly to find the space into Ward-Prowse. He has the time and space, but blazes it over the bar. 66 minutes in, we have a chance. The ball finds itself to Jared Bowen, who came on for Kearney. Into Che Adams. Che Adams, look at the feint, sends his man for dead, and a strike by Che Adams to find the top corner, and the man gets his 18th of the season. And what a feat that is, 18th for the season for Che Adams, a number 24 with a strike of dreams into the top corner to make it 1-1. Can we get back in this game? Well, we're about to find out. 81 minutes in, we have a chance. Højbjerg picks up the ball, finds it down the line into Soro, who came in. Soro to Lamina, great feat to sort himself out, beats two players sensationally, and finds it past Lussell to make the comeback complete. 2-1 to Southampton, but will it be enough to make us finish in 9th place this season or not? You're about to find out. A great goal from Mario Lamina, as you can see the excitement of the crowd there as we make the comeback certain here with a 2-1 lead right now, as that will be that for full time unless we have one more chance. Alberto Soro finds it through to Che Adams, 91st minute. Che Adams goes through on goal, takes a strike on, but Lussell denies him his second of the game, as that is surely going to be that, and it is. Full-time whistle goes, the last day of the season. 2-1 to us at the end, so no chance for Jan Sievert's men and Huddersfield Town to gain anything from this last day of the Premier League. But as a clear reflection of what they've achieved this whole season, they show it in this game as well. They lose, and as a result also get relegated. As you can see right here, I changed Che Adams' number as he got the most goals for us this season with 18 to number 10, as we have the ability to do that. A couple days later, I find out that actually Che Adams won the Golden Boot due to the final day goal he scored, and Harry Kane and Aguero and Arnautovic couldn't get any goals ahead of him. He has actually finished Golden Boot tied with Harry Kane and Aguero, if I'm not mistaken. You're about to see that. You can see there, I'm kind of confused. I'm like, what do you mean he's gotten the Golden Boot? As you can see, we also have a bunch of players in the team of the season. I don't even know how when we finish 11th, but okay. Regardless of that, or 10th, I don't remember, but 11th, 10th or 11th, but regardless of that, you're about to see how many goals Che Adams has scored. He scored 18, we finished 11th, yes, he scored 18. See, both Aguero and Kane were tied, so like in real life, it was a 3-horse race, and all three managed to tie it for the Golden Boot, so all three get the Golden Boot. As you can see here now, I'm gonna show the season review here in the squad hub. See what each player managed to get. So Che Adams with 19 goals, 6 assists or 4 assists. I can't really see. James Ward-Prowse with 11 and 11. Nathan Redmond with 8 and 6. Tom Kearney with 5 and 9 assists. So a great contribution from him. He also scored a couple goals in Fulham. Højbjerg with 5 and 5, a great season for him. Lamina with 5 and 2, also a great season for him. Jared Bowen with 2 and 3 assists. Not the greatest. I expected a lot better from him, certainly coming in. Shane Long with 1 and 1. Certainly going to sell him next season as he is getting old. Armstrong with 1 and 0. Alberto Soro with 1 and 2. Great goal he scored, and great contribution he made off the bench this season for us. For now, great contribution he made for us in the second half of the season when we decided to actually move Vestergaard to the bench and bring Brunel on. 1 and 0 for him. Billy Cook with 1 and 0 with that critical goal against Tottenham in the Premier League. Daniel James 1 and 2, and the rest is as so. Not getting any goals, and all those players on loan, but we cannot see what they actually managed to achieve. That's something I really dislike about FIFA 19. In fact, I don't know why, but you should be able to see what your loan players have done. You can't really see what they have done due to the fact that if they play in a different league, not in the Premier League, a different league completely. You don't really see what they have done unless you're in the Champions League yourself, and the team is, and the other team that the player is loaned to is in the Champions League, due to the fact that the statistics page is connected to Southampton and not to the actual teams that these guys play in. So you can't really see how well they've done. As you can see that here we look at the overall growth. +9 for Ojeda, +4 for Valerie, +4 for Slattery, +3 for Obafemi, +3 for Bailey, +3 for Robinson. As I was about to say, if you guys want to see any of the statistics, as you can see, you guys can pause. I'm just scrolling through it pretty quickly. +3 for Alberto Soro, +3 for Daniel James to make him 73 rated. So, yeah, pretty decent player he's turned out to be this season. Tyreek Johnson, 64 rated, +3 for him in coming in from FC Dallas. +2 for Gills, they sent him in January. +2 for Che Adams, who scored 19 goals and 6 assists for us. Marcus Barnes with +2 to get up to a 62 rating, if I'm not mistaken. Sam Gallagher with a +2 to get him up to a 71 rating. Josh Sims +2 to get up to a 69 rating. And Nathan Redmond with a +2 to get him to a 78 rating. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, great contribution this season as captain, +2 to 79 rating. Mario Lamina +2 to an 80 rating, also a great contribution from him. Philip Murphy has potential to be special player, +2 to get him a 64 rated. Jared Bowen +2 to get him a 77 rating. Scott McTominay, who will leave us coming this summer, with +2 to 77 rating. Angus Gomez with a +2 to make him also 77 rating. Gillespie, the keeper we signed on the last episode from our youth team, +2 to make him a 64 rating. Matt Target with a +2 to make him a 73 rating. Vokins with a +2 to make him a 59 rating. Kane Ramsey with a +2 to make him a 62 rating. Alfie Jones with a +2 to make him a 65 rating. Claire with a +2 to make him 63. Danny Ings +1 to make him a 77. Now we're getting lower and lower down the table. +1 for Cedric to make him a 78 player, a 78 rated player. 76 for Hooded to make him a +1 for Hooded to make him a 76 rated player. Vestergaard with a +1 to make him an 80 rated player. Kelly with a +1 to make him a 59 rated player. Armstrong with a +1 to make him a 76 rated player. +1 for Stevens to make him 75. +1 for Eric Garcia to make him a 67. Sofiane Boufal with a +1 to a 79. Jota, the guy we signed from Benfica in January, with a +1 to a 74. Jan Bednart, our Polish center back, with a +1 to a 76. Bornau, our Belgian center back, our 20-year-old Belgian center back, with a +1 to make him 71 rated. Billy Cook with a +1 to make him 61 rated. Jake Esket with a +1 to make him 63 rated, if I'm not mistaken, can't really see. And that's it. As you can see that we look at the table now, 11th is what we finished, so definitely looking to improve on that next season. We want to finish in that 7th position, 6th or 5th. That's the goal that the board has set out for us. And the question is, are we going to be able to do so? You guys are going to find out who we're going to buy in the summer transfer window in order to bolster that for next season. I can see that we get a scouting report here as we get this guy, Lafferty, a sensational player, potentially. Barry Cunningham looks pretty decent. Connolly looks pretty decent. And yeah, for England, you can see we get this guy, Elliot Bell, looks pretty decent. Mason Hall looks pretty decent. And the rest don't really look that great. Actually, Lewis Allen looked pretty decent as well. So we put him there. As you can see, our 9 months with the scouts have finished. So now it's the task to find which new countries we want to put these scouts, set ththese scouts to. So the first scout I put in Scotland, because it makes sense. I want to scout the whole of Great Britain. We don't have Wales, so I wanted to put in Great Britain. Second scout I wanted to scout, I think it was Holland at the end. Yes, and I think we go for an attacker 9 months. So Dutch and an attacking player. So looking to unveil some Dutch and Scottish players. As you can see that I sorted out some contracts, including Danny Ings is obviously on loan, so we couldn't. Stephen Davis, we sorted out his contract in the last day of the season. I don't show that, but here I'm going to show you Alfie Jones, as I set up his contract in the last day and one of the last final days of the season. As you can see here, that we get one final scouting report before the 30th of June mark to complete our season. As you're about to see the scouting report that we have for this month. It's taking quite a long time to load. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this first season. Next season, obviously, is going to be a lot higher expectations from us in terms of the positioning and where we will finish and what we actually achieve in the season and actual type of players we bring in. So you guys are going to see it pretty soon, right now, in this episode, of the type of players we're going to bring in that we brought in the summer in order to bolster our squad for next season. You see a couple players like Max Becker, pretty decent players. Lucas Jacobs, I was thinking of should I bring him in, because obviously it's the last day of the season. I want to keep these players. Dave Taylor looks pretty decent. Angus Gray, Rory Ross looks pretty decent. So I put him in. Ewan Reid and Jay McKinley there. So yeah, that's season 1 over and done. As you can with. As you can see that the screen is there, the loading screen for next season, moving us into next season pretty fast. Sorry, I kind of have a cold. As you can see, Chad Adams did grab the May Player of the Year, the May Player of the Month, and he also got the top scorer for the season. As you can see, that these are objectives for the season. You guys can pause and see which one you want, but the major one is going to be the Europa League position for us. We need to get a Europa League position. That's exactly what we plan doing this season. As you can see, a new season, and again we're trying to sell the deadwood. So we put Cedric on the transfer list, Vestergaard and Stevens on the transfer list. Obviously we have all these different players coming in back from their loans. Bertrand, I really disliked him in the second half of the season, so I transfer listed him. Reed, I transfer listed him. McTominay is leaving, so there's nothing I can really do. Jay Kesketh is back at the club. Jordi Klassi, I think at the end I decided to sell him because he didn't really, in real life he hasn't really influenced. Actually no, I actually decided to stall on that. Davis we decided to sell. Sofiane Mufa we decided to sell. Guido Carrillo we decided to put on the transfer list. Brian Gill I think we decided to put on the loan list. Yes, so you can see that we have also a pre-contract arrival. As you can remember, last January of season 1 we brought in actually Carl Darlow as a second goalkeeper, as we did sell Alex McCarthy in the January transfer window, and we give Carl Darlow the number 28 and Angus Gunn the number 1, as we have 4 great keepers this season: Ojeda, Gillespie, Carl Darlow, and Angus Gunn. As you can see, that the first transfer that I'm making of this season is going to be for the 2281 rated striker Diogo Jota, as we, in place of him, try to trade Sofiane Mufa plus 14 million. As we achieve that, as you're about to see, also we go into the contract negotiations. We offer him a crucial first team player. We want him to be on those wings, so we don't have good enough players on those wings, in my opinion. Obviously Jared Bowen didn't really do anything last season, so that's what we're planning to do this season, as we give him what he wants. Our second signing of the summer, as we're trying to sign many players. We're trying to go through this really quickly. It is going to be Mason Mount, obviously in place of McTominay, who's moved back to United. I wanted a more creative player, and obviously now he's back on from loan from Derby County. He is going to be the man in this, potentially the man who's going to help us push this team forward, as we bring Stevens the other way, and 6 million in the bank for Chelsea, as we pay 6 million plus Stevens, as we give Mason Mount an important first team role, as he's 76 rated and 20 years old. We give him a 5-year contract. He accepts. Release clause, we don't give him a release clause. As we go into the nitty gritty with the wages, we offer him, I think it was 70,000 a week. I think he accepts, and yeah, he's the second signing of the season, third signing of the season, as we start to really splash the cash here in the summer transfer window. Bringing in Hwang Hee-chan, who in real life in the World Cup really impressed me, and in this game he's very fast, and I want to bring all these variety of players, not the same type of stereotypical or like expected signings, but I wanted to bring all these different signings. So we put Bertrand the other way and sign him for 1.5 million. So better see we go into the contract negotiations. Obviously, we don't have a second striker after Che Adams due to the fact that Danny Ings has left, and I wanted to bring a younger striker, a striker who is fast. Obviously, Che Adams is fast, but he's strong. So I want a big man, little man combo up top. See if signing him for a rotation squad. Well, 4 years, 37,000 a week is what we offer him. He accepts. Our fourth signing of the summer is as so. Joe Bryan, obviously Fulham have relegated this season, and obviously the best left back we have in the team is Matt Targett, and I want the two to fight for that left back spot as we sold Ryan Bertrand, and therefore I'm bringing in Joe Bryan. So we offer Jordy Clasie, and I think it is 1.5. The other way, they don't want to accept the 1.5, they want 2.4, so we offer Jordy Clasie in 2.4 the other way, as we are about to bring our fourth signing in with Joe Bryan there. We offer him the rotation squad role, he accepts. We offer him 5 years, he accepts. We don't give him a release clause, and we pay him 35,000 a week. He doesn't accept, he wants 30,000 a week. He actually wants to take a pay cut. Actually not a pay cut, a slight increase, as that's what we give him. As you can see that we change the kits here for Billy Cook, as that is freed up, so we give Billy Cook the number 5, and that's the expectation we're going to have on him this season to push us through there. We make another signing there, our fifth signing of the episode, so a lot of signings from Mason Holgate, the right back, who in real life went to West Brom, and in real life I have so much respect for Mason Holgate. I really like his style of play. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. In real life I'm a big lover. I appreciate the work that Mason Holgate puts on the football pitch, and I think he's a very good right back that is very undermined in real life. So I bring him in to Southampton, 22 years old. Also, I have a personal Man United career mode save that I have, and I bought him, and he's sensational. So I've decided to bring him in. You can see important first team role, 4 years, 34,000 a week. He doesn't accept 339,000 a week is what he accepts. So yeah, 5 signings in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So a big splash in cash for us in this episode, as we also get our first transfer offers for both Stephen Davis and Cedric, as I delegate the transfer for Cedric, but I do sell Stephen Davis. Indeed, our first game of the preseason friendly is going to be simmed. All the games are going to be simmed. I'm going to show you the highlights of the sims. Southampton beat Celta Vigo in our first game 2-1, as we managed to get a victory, and I think Diogo Jota probably scored the goal there. I don't really remember, but I think he does. We offer Kane Ramsey on loan, as you can see, and Bayern Munich come with the 9.7 million that we agreed on in the delegation, as we managed to successfully sell him. Harrison Reed also has his agreement for his sale, as we accept that. I'm pretty sure the 4.1 million from Independiente, as well as Ramsey there. We can see him now in the semi-finals of the European International Cup. We play against Nantes, the French team from Ligue 1. Can we get a win here? Can we beat Nantes? No, we can't. We lose 1-0 from a goal from Garotto, and that will be it for the international friendlies. Not from international friendlies, from preseason friendlies. As you can see, that we also get a transfer agreement for Guido Carrillo from Bournemouth. Sign him on an 8.1 million deal. Our South Coast rivals, we immediately sell him to them. So we can see that he's confirmed leaving, and that will be that. As we get into our first scouting report of the year, don't really get anything from Holland, but here, look at this, Jack Smith. That guy is you guys are gonna see in the youth report. He is sensational. You're about to see there, Jack Smith, 17 rated, 59, 78, 94 potential. Look at the statistics he has. I'm going to grow this guy, and he is going to be our main player in the future. You guys are going to see. He looks sensational. As you can see, I'm immediately implementing him in the training sessions. And overall, this is going to be it for this episode number 10, as we hit the new season with a banger, signing 5 players in this episode, plus finishing in 11th position. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As you're going to see in the next episode, we play our first game against Brighton. I don't know if it's a home or away. You're about to find out. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And peace out from me, Rooster Well. I hope you guys enjoy and wait for episode 11. Peace.